Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got Julian with me. We've just beaten Nottingham Forest 2-1 here at the City Ground. 2-1. Right, let's get into this because I was a bit frustrated in the first half. 80% possession, keeping the ball well, but it felt like it was going to be, what we've seen in the past with Arsenal. All the possession, but we're not converting. In the end, we did. But how were you throughout the game?
First half, boring.
Okay.
It was
boring.
It was boring, really boring. You had one team, and I was really disappointed with Forest because when I looked at how they've been playing since Nuno came in, I think they've scored 2.25 goals on average per game. They've been really attacking. Defensively, they've been a bit questionable, but they've been really going for it.
Yeah, you said in the car that they were going to open up. You feel like they open up and play?
Well, it wasn't. I felt like how they've been playing has been open. Come here. They didn't even want to play. They didn't try to play. It was boring. So you had one team that didn't even attempt to come out and play football, and the other team wasn't capable of understanding how to play against that.
Yeah, so is that not smart from Forest then, Julian? Because they're playing to our that's what our weakness is we can't really break teams down. So really, that's smart play from Nottingham Forest.
Well, it was smart if they're looking for a 0-0 draw, but ultimately the way things are going for Forest and the fact they're going to get docked points, if they're just going to go for draws and play like that, they're going to go down. And I'll be happy that they go down because I don't want to see football like that. But that was the first half.
Yeah.
Half time, did something change? But they came out
a bit more.
But they came out with a bit more enthusiasm. They were playing faster, slightly faster. But the big thing for me was the substitution that Forest made because they made an actually positive substitution.
Taking Chris Wood on.
They played Chris Wood, and before I was looking at the stats and I said Chris Wood is a danger man. Now I got that completely wrong.
I'm glad you admitted that.
He was absolutely useless. He wouldn't even get on a team playing in Hackney Marshes. He was crap. So
Julian, you can't. I mean, he's a professional footballer.
Well, he was a professional footballer. Well, he obviously is a professional footballer, but it didn't look like one today. He was useless. They brought on this other guy. I can't pronounce his name. Can you pronounce it?
Awonyi?
Yeah, close. All right. It was. It's Forest number 9.
Yeah.
And he had something about him. Definitely. The game actually opened up. Yeah. But the goal, it was opportunism. But the biggest, the person that was most, culpable for the goal was Turner. It was like.
Did you hear the chants of him saying Turner's a gooner?
Yeah, I mean, look. So I saw Turner's debut against Nuremberg, and I didn't really rate him. And I think in all the time I've seen Turner, the most impressive thing about him was when we met his girlfriend in Bournemouth. He really is not a good keeper, and the fact that we scored that goal and the game opened up, he was beaten at his near post and he put the ball in the net. It had to be. I mean, I've not seen it, but I'm assuming it was an own goal by Turner. So for all our, we can rave about how Arsenal played and we dominated the game, but the game turned on a mistake from an average goalkeeper.
The game turned on Turner, is that what you're saying?
The game turned on Turner, yes.
I think Jesus did tap it in. I don't know if it was an own goal. I think it was already going in, so I don't think it was an own goal. But you're right, he got beat at his near post and it kind of opened up there. I want to quickly ask you, I'm going to ask a lot of people this today. Emile Smith-Rowe, obviously he's returned to start today. What do you make of his performance?
I think he was unfortunate actually to start this game because the way that Arsenal played, there really wasn't much room for him. And he did nothing, in my view, that's going to cement his place.
Wow.
Which is...
Really?
I thought he was okay. He wasn't any worse than anyone else. But while he was on the pitch, Arsenal didn't perform to the levels they did when he came off. Now, I'm not saying that was anything to do with the substitution. Yeah. I just think it was the game state that he found himself in, that the game was so tight. So he didn't have the kind of room that maybe Trossard had when he came on.
But still played well, I think, Emile Smith-Rowe.
No, he was good.
Yeah.
But in order to cement his place in that starting 11,
but no one really has cemented that position, that left eight, really.
No, but he wants to. They all want to. But you wouldn't say after he was on for 60 minutes, you'd think, right, let's definitely start him against Liverpool. Yeah, because if you look back at the 90 minutes, for me, the player that I was just so impressed, maybe it's because it's on my side, but Trossard, when he came on, technically just I've not been that close to him before, and his touch was phenomenal. It was just like, look, I'm not going to say he's Messi, but I
Please do not do that.
No, but the way the ball stuck to his foot and the technical brilliance of him, I was really, really impressed by his performance.
Okay, let me just finish up by asking you this. Your feelings now, Sunday we take on Liverpool. Where are you at as a fan after seeing that? Has that filled you with confidence, or you still got a few doubts and concerns?
No, I've got massive doubts, because even though we feel that we've come away from that game, we've played well, it's a good performance, we've got an away win, for me there was nothing really different about that performance, and we kind of relied on, as you know, I'm going to say it was an own goal by Turner. We relied on a goalkeeping mistake to open the game up, and if we hadn't got that mistake, I think it could have ended up a draw, or even worse, they could have nicked it like they have done the last few seasons. So no, that hasn't given me confidence for the performance, but what it has done is given me confidence that now there's a pressure on Liverpool. They're playing Chelsea, I believe, tomorrow, and you know, it's not beyond the realms of possibility that come Sunday evening we could be top of the league.